The new update is we are going to have PIT, which is personal income tax. Just imagine year 2026, the whole year, all your annual income is 10 million naira. Then you have 4.5 million deducted. Or let's assume you're a bricklayer and after going to sites, after doing all those hard labor, you have all your money, probably maybe that's you spend, you save, you spend, you save, and at the end of the year, you have, let's say you have 5 million, and probably you have 1 point something million deducted. That's the reality that's going to hit everyone next year. The tax reform, dry support, partially. School of thoughts. It's going to affect all people. Or let's assume you are the ones gay, Aristo, TDB, Today Break, Shorty, all of the whole year, there's something enter your account and withdraw. Fiam. That's going to be what it is. School of thought for those kind of thing, or petty traders, because people selling provision, most of you guys, you are not really like, you don't know how to know these people selling provision. I don't know how they just do their accounting, like their expenses, their income, all those big, large, small retailers, and some other stuff in the streets by the POS machine people. Everybody will be taxed. Everybody will be taxed. So just imagine a civil servant. Most civil servant salary are not up to, majority are not up to 300,000. Then after the whole year, do you know how much they're going to be taxed? After the first 800k, the amount of money remaining times 50%, that goes to the government's purse. But this is what I just think about the idea of PIT and some stuff. The government gets more money, yes. At this time, nobody's going to escape the taxation system enforced by President Tinubu. But this is the issue. The taxation system is going to like plunge people more into poverty. There are school of thoughts. Like some believe that if they start this taxation system, governments will have money, yes. They will pay all those IMF or some other sort of loan, yes. And by then, there will be no burden. There will be something will be free and some other thing, yes. But since the inception of this government, there's lack of accountability. So in which, if they start this taxation system, people will become more poorer, and that's going to ruin this ABC government. It's actually going to ruin, because apart from PIT, the other form of tax, like you have the VAT. Just imagine you do a data of 10 gig. Do you know how much you are paying as tax? Let's start with that. Do you know how much you are paying as tax if you do like 10 gig data? It's already taxed. You want to get an iPhone from UK. You do it through DHL. Do you know how much you pay? Like the commodity and everything. Or you go to Apapa Wharf, Tinkan, you want to clear a container. Do you know how much to clear a container now? So all those taxes, they are different from PIT. So, and any country that lives by excessive taxation of their citizens, you are plunging them into unemployment, poverty, and increase in criminality, because that's what it's about to befall, and which is actually bad with this reform, because there's no accountability, and anything that happen, they'll just tell you go and count, know your governor, hold them accountable, and we know it's never going to work. So the good thing is everybody is receiving money, both from the Senate, the VEP, the local government, but yet the taxation system might not work, because there'll be more convoy for government. But what about the livelihood of the citizens? What's going to be at the end of the day? The livelihood of the citizen, how is it going to be? because just imagine like you have your kids, they're going to pay their school fees, we pay the house rent, and government is still taxing your savings. So how can you escape from this PIT system? Is it that you don't save in your bank? Maybe you have to, like, every house has some cylinder. Maybe you have to keep money in your ceiling or buy a piggy box. That's the only way you can save. And it's going to be all around fundamental. Anyone sending money from abroad to you must put the reason why he's sending the money. So what is the taxative system mechanism? So it works that your total revenue minus your expenses, the other profits, that's what's going to be taxable. So if you're earning less than 800k in a year, which is actually there, you're going to escape the tax system. But most people are earning at least minimum of, let's say, 70k per month. At least most people, minimum 70k, 70 times 12. No, that is 70k. Sorry, most people are earning 100k and above actually. So 100 times 12, that's 1.2. So definitely, let's say people are earning 100,000 per month. So in a year is 1.2. So 800k will be left. Like, you'll be spared. The other one will be touched. Probably you end up paying like 30,000. So like that. So if you're earning 10 million, probably 1.5, 20 million, 3.6. Those are the amount that government is going to be I don't use the word siphon. Probably, yes, deducted, that you have to pay for the government. So the issue that once we run this thing is just accountability. Like, look at the fuel subsidy. Nobody monitor how it's being spent. Though there's increase in giving money to governors, giving money to local government and stuff, but yet, yeah, we're where we are. So that's my school of thought about this taxing, PIT. Is there going to be accountability? Why will I pay tax when I'll see PI school fees? Like, why will I pay tax when my car, I'll see repairing bumper off, like doing wheel alignment and some other thing every time? So if we are to pay tax, are we going to have free education, even if it's only primary school? Like, would they be subsidy of anything? Because other countries that pay tax, we are seeing the work. But if you keep paying and it's not reflecting, that's going to it's going to drastically increase more poverty. And with the people that are really insecure, like those people affected by bandits, how do you expect them to be paying tax? People that bandits are killing, all those areas, how do you expect those people to be paying tax when their life is not even secured? So I think before any government can say people should be paying tax, they should have seen what you want to pay for. It's not that you will pay for tax, they'll not start doing what they want to do. No. You will first create an ambience for us to pay the tax. Like, fine, if you are 60 or 65 years old, these are what you'll be receiving, free school fees. Like, we want to see what we are paying for. If not, another issue is going to come. Like, there will be more poverty in the land. That's my view. Anything you feel, you can put in the comment section.
The poor countries can never repay their loans.
Senator, are you saying that you're opposed to debt relief for impoverished countries?
No, we should forgive the debts, but that's not going to help those countries very much.
Okay. What will?
Tax cuts. Some African tax rates are the highest in the world. In Tanzania, the 30% rate kicks in at $475 of income. Plus, they have a 20% value-added tax. It gets added to everything you buy. Those high tax rates make it impossible to build capital in those countries. So nothing gets built, not factories, not roads, not anything. Poor African countries have the lowest wage workers in the world. And yet a company like Nike, for instance, can't put a factory in one of those countries because of the oppressive tax rates. Taxes have killed any possibility of economic development. They've killed any hope of these countries ever helping themselves. And that leaves them completely at the mercy of charity and loans. And here's the worst part. You know why those countries have such high tax rates? Because of us. To show us that they can raise enough money to pay back their loans. But taxes can't raise any money if they kill the economies. So it turns out that the tragic, unintended consequence of our good intentions toward Africa, our kindness, is that we have encouraged those countries to lock themselves into a gruesome economic depression. If we don't urge those countries to cut their tax rates, they will never grow their economies. People will live lifetimes of unemployment. Disease will be rampant. Poverty will be permanent. And children will be hungry. And our charity will never be enough. Never.